Yeah, if you want to set your plywood out, we'll get you rolling.
Alright, sounds good. Thanks.
Thanks. What are we doing now?
Stone is getting delivered. So we've got our gravel, our base, and also our backfill there. That's 4 ton, 2 of each. So we're gonna get 4 to 6 inch base of the gravel plus the finer gravel, which I'll pick up on my truck. But this is the square foot blocks coming in now in sandstone. So we'll get those stacked and we'll be ready to start construction. Our base course is going to be made up of this type of limestone. It's got some bigger pieces but also the finer, and then the top inch is going to be this limestone sand, which when packed together gets real tight, but you can use it to level it. It's much easier to work with for that final base. So we're digging behind the wall before we tear this down, so that whenever we take it down it'll be all ready to go. We'll have 6 inches behind the wall, plus where the stone's going to go, so we can backfill it with some good gravel. Get all this dirt out of here. Alright, so we've got the tarp in the back. First base level 2 inches deep. Tamp it down. Then we're going to get ready to lay some more. Continue to tamp down until we get that base. Then we'll go into the limestone sand, pat that down, and we'll be ready to start laying the first row.
And the foundation there.
So because of that foundation is sticking out to the wall, what we've got to do is I marked off on this block about 3 inches down where we're going to keep that part of the block. We're going to cut away actually this section. This block sits down in there against that foundation without disturbing that. We'll actually start with a half a block. So this block will be cut in half, and it'll look like a backwards R, if you will. And then we'll put that in the first row, and then the second row, it'll be a full stone. We'll start with a full square foot block, and that'll bear most of the weight. So the integrity of this block won't be compromised. All right, so what we've done here is we've notched out this piece of the first block. First we cut it in half. Then we notched it out so that it's going to fit up against that foundation. So this is actually going to be our first stone in the wall in that corner. And then by starting with a half, the next layer we're going to be able to put a full block, which is going to bear most of the weight of the wall.
What's the reason for the plastic there, black plastic there?
Plastic is to keep separation between the dirt and then the backfill of the limestone, so that you don't get that soil in there, just to keep it separate. Try and keep some of the moisture out. First row's laid down, filled each of the holes with the gravel, then we'll backfill and then get ready to start on to the second row, which is going to be the first row of the continuation of the wall there.
We'll be back with Dan and his walls.
We'll be back.
What are you doing now? Digging down to what?
About 8 inches. Each block's about 8 inches, so we want to bury the first level. About a foot deep, so we're going to have a foot and then a little bit of room in front and behind to fill it and really pack that first layer down.
Alright.
So just digging this out, that first layer. Alright, so we're laying the first stone in the wall. This is the most important stone. And we also want to make sure first that it's level. So we've leveled that stone, level front to back, side to side, right on. Alright, but we also want to make sure it's square to the house. So we've got to get our square, make sure that our stone, and as you can see, it's lined up perfectly. So that's going to set the course for the rest of the wall. Alright, so we got the first row all the way down to the corner. Now we're starting to go back. So these corner blocks, they're meant to be staggered. So this one's going to go here, and then a full block is actually going to go back this way. And then when we come with our next row, it's going to be alternate, but we'll include that in the next video. Alright, so we're working on this corner unit on the second layer. Had to cut this full block to make it fit with the corner block, and then took a small piece to fill this gap so that when we start running it back, we're still offset here by a half a block.
Okay, here we go, final stone.
Oh man.
Yeah. Oh, you want to look at me and say something? Final stone, what do you say?
It's finished. Done. It's gonna be done.
Danny boy, you got one section done to go with the other section you did.
5 years.